Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here in Middle-earth once again as we check out some more Last Alliance action for you today. And today, the High Elves have united together and they are taking on the armies of the Dwarves. We'd have a classic Dwarf versus Elf battle once again. And yeah, this is a awesome one. It's nice to see Lyndon once again. I haven't actually seen a battle with Lyndon in ages, as we have Gil-galad here in the front lines, leading the way. I'm surprised he's just sitting here, chilling here in the front lines, but I guess that's him back there. With his cool, there he is with his, oh! Let's find him. Slow down, Gil-galad, you're too quick for us. Where is he? He's somewhere in there in that unit. He's in that cool, like, there he is, with that cool pendant on his head. Looks very, very cool. But yes, Gil-galad is here leading his Elven kin to war, and they're already firing down onto the Dwarves. But the Dwarves also firing back. I mean, they got some Ered-Luin Rangers here. They're already taking some shots. We also have the Principality of Edelond here, which are fighting alongside the High Elves here. They have a decent amount of like Galadrim units and Philathrim as well. So they're also kind of like, they're like an Elven unit, but the Principality of Edelond, I believe, becomes Dol Amroth, I think, because they've got, yeah, Amroth here as a general. And then they've got Swan Lancers back here. So yeah, these guys eventually become the men of Dol Amroth. I do believe that, yeah, that they do have like a bit of Elven blood in them by the Third Age, but just, you know, it's kind of been watered down a bit. We've got Royal Swordsmen pushing forward here. They're throwing forward their infantry. This is elite infantry they're throwing forward here. And they're going to try and get in here. These Royal Swordsmen are already losing about 50, 60 men. It's pretty brutal. Oh my gosh. Get in there, boys. You need to just kill them. So there you go. The Dwarves of the Blue Mountains are going to engage first. The Dwarves of Khazad-dûm sitting a little bit further back, just, you know, maybe going to skirmish their way forward. Yes, here they come. I wonder if they brought any berserkers or anything like that. They've got more Royal Swords on their way up. It doesn't look like they have brought any berserkers. But yeah, look at that already. Royal Swordsman down to 59 men. The unit's getting absolutely butchered. But yeah, certainly I would imagine that these Royal Swords would be pretty damn nasty in melee. I think they might overpower some of the Elven spears, certainly these Philathrim, which are significantly inferior to, like, well, Gil-galad and the High Elf spear units. But yeah, these crossbows here, I mean, what are they firing? Oh, these archers here are firing on the general here. We've got Azagala there being focused down. We've got Noldor Lancers as well charging into the Rangers here, doing a pretty decent job. These spears now, these Ered-Luin spears, trying to scare them off. Doing a pretty poor job so far. These Rangers actually have an axe as a secondary weapon. That is pretty damn awesome. Not gonna lie. Khazad-dûm really needs to get in there and try and help, though. His Dwarven ally is just kind of getting focused down and killed here. Really being focused down. These Elven archers are obliterating the general unit. It is pretty sad to see these, but these Noldor archers are incredibly good. It's one of the problems with the Elves. They just have like laser-tipped archers. I mean, they also fire like incredibly quick. They look awesome. There you go. There's one volley.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in
There's
numbers what they
a
lack.
second volley, and it's just like machine gun fire. It's just pretty damn quick. Here we go. Got Cav going in now. Oh, okay. So Khazad-dûm has engaged, and he's in over here against Galadrim shock troops of Edelon. So Edelon has sent a small crack force out of here to go and try and challenge these Khazad-dûm Dwarves. Again, these Galadrim March Warden say, I imagine they're doing a lot of damage to Khazad-dûm. Engineers coming up, some nasty crossbows. The Cav getting in there trying to do some good damage as well. What's in here? Tunnel Guard. Yeah, they're doing a pretty decent job holding the line. I mean, I just try and smash into these units that are actually doing a lot of damage to these Old Realm Archers, though, actually, with these engineers. Looks like they're trying to shoot Durin. Again, trying to weaken their generals. I feel that's a bit scummy, to be honest, to shoot generals. Yeah, fair enough, you can shoot him, but like you have the range. But should you really, to make it an interesting fight? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know if putting your unit in shield wall would like just nullify the archer fire. It might honestly do that. I know Durin can't, I don't think, because he's a shock infantry unit, but certainly Azagal maybe could do that. But as you can see, the Ered-Luin Belagost shield bearers, they're making headway with these Philathrim spears here. They're making progress. And we've got Blacksmiths of Eriagon over here, which is a cool like axe unit, but it's really like a hammer that they're holding, because obviously they are a blacksmith. But yeah, I'll see if I can just show you like one of them. But Eragon also is where that's the Celebrimbor's from. I was trying to remember his name. I couldn't remember his name. Who makes the Rings of Power in Rings of Power? If you didn't already know that. There you go. Ered Luin spears here, holding on. I don't know if they'll win this fight, to be honest. Because they're a spear unit going against, well, it's technically an axe unit or a hammer unit, as you can see there on their icon. It's kind of a cool, unique thing. Cav in the back lines, though. We have Amroth with his Swan Lancers. He's in the back line here, and he's doing some damage to these Ered Luin Rangers. They really need to get some good crossbow fire onto these this Elven Cav here and just do some damage. They're going to just keep trying to hammer and anvil where they can. So you need to really protect this. But these Rangers, yeah, they actually are a hybrid unit. I didn't realize. I thought they were just an arch unit. They're actually a hybrid unit. Cav again going in over here. They really need to somehow nullify that Cav through the dwarves if they want a chance of winning. This crack force of Eidolon troops over here is being butchered, though. These March Wardens are getting chopped down by Khazad-dûm. Kill them all, boys. Kill them all. Who's fighting over here in this fight? Oh, more Marsh Wardens. So this is really what you got to do with the Elves. I mean, if they will bring a lot of archers because it's one of their strengths. So obviously they have less infantry. So you just got to, as the dwarves, you just got to rush in. You've got to just do as much. Like, charge in. You're going to take some losses, but once you get into combat, you can obviously silence these archers. Whether they had those, I don't know. We have, yeah, March Wardens in it, and we have shock troops. And they are going to beat the Khazad-dûm warriors, actually. So that will free up those archers again. Crossbows here about to get charged. I don't know how smart I did. This is from the Cav. Seemed like a pretty good idea. They seem like they did a lot of damage. We got a bit of a blood split there on the screen. These engineers took some losses. There's now great shields in there from Khazad-dûm, trying to stop them. And we also have Durin over here. They're just trying to, I guess, try and get the general here, which this is going to be a tough one to do. Amroth, they're running away, and we got another charge here from the Swan Knights. Again, pretty good charge. It's Tunnel Guard. Aren't really dying though. 180 down to 160. They're not really dying very quickly. And they're going to charge into spears now. Definitely don't want to do that.
Before all is lost.
But here, Khazad-dûm just needs to get his Tunnel Guard and things like that. Get them in there against his platforms. Also try and flank around maybe. Ered Luin kind of making progress over on this side though. But we are seeing fresh elves coming up. Mainly archers now. They are coming into the fight to come support here. So they are going to try and find ways in. I think this is Gil-galad's unit here. Oh no, this is Noldor archers. Again as well. They are forcing back Ered Luin Rangers. There's literally like a thin line of Ered Luin blue spears here holding the line. Oh jeez, right to the neck. Poor guy there. Rip in peace. They're making some progress. Imagine if they had some berserkers though, because they have a berserk unit to the dwarves. I feel like it would have been very vulnerable to archers, which is probably the smart reason why not to bring it. But imagine if it had got to these front lines. It'd chop through these guys. They are just like a big ass. They've just got a big ass sword basically, is all those berserks have. It's basically all you need to give a berserk unit when you play Total War. I feel like they're a bit out of range. Like, you look at them, they're like trying to swipe each other. Like here. You're not actually hitting anyone with your sword, sir, you realise. You need to get closer, so you can see the whites of their eyes. We've got old realm archers rushing these engineers. Now's the time to go, though. Like, push in. These, like, Flatfrom spears ain't great. This is definitely doable. Dwarves are in a good position here. Sworn in. Getting surrounded. Well, not getting surrounded, but outmaneuvered by these Khazad-dûm Great Shields. Which is probably one of my favourite looking Dwarven units. They do look cool. Any unit that has like a cool badass like mask is pretty cool. They've got like a nice big shield as well. It's like the Last Alliance Pavis. But yes, if you're enjoying the Last Alliance content and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, to comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel as we work towards, well, it's 9k subs now. I was going to say 8k, but we hit that, which is excellent. So if you're wanting to help us out and help grow the channel and want to see more content, then just feel free to leave a like, subscribe, comment as well if you are enjoying the Last Alliance stuff. I certainly am. It's quite interesting to watch. Some of them very different, very much more fast-paced. But they're still very tactical. I personally find I'm not great at Shogun just for that reason. Also, by the way, these engineers here have focused down this Philathrum spear. They've literally killed it to a man, or to an elf, I should say. But yeah, this is all like dead elves just dying here. It's pretty awful to think about. That poor unit just being forced to stand there and just get focused down. But yeah, now these dwarves can get in behind and they can shoot like more sworn in and other stuff like that and just get rear shots, which would be brutal. Whether the elves are running out of ammo or they're just running out of men, so they have to send them into combat. And the lancers, they're causing problems, but I don't know if they're actually routing anything, really. They're also charging spears right now, which certainly is not going to be good for them. I think that's a routed unit, though, of Noldorian lancers there, so they have finally given up. The Amarothian Swan Knights over here, though, they're still healthy, 63 out of 100. They are going to harass these victorious Khazad-dûm troops over here. Durin was with them as well, and now they're going to join the fight over here. These engineers still seem like they have a lot of ammo, and that actually seems like it's deciding the fight a little bit. Is that those crossbows can keep firing, while the elves can't respond. Well, the elves have probably rate of fire and also range, but because of that, they burn through their ammo so much quicker. You've got these Galadrim sworn in here. They're just like an axe unit. They're nothing like too special. They're pretty solid. They'll hold the line better than the Philathrum, I think. But both are going to get focused down a bit. I mean, it's just down to... I mean, there's a few Eidolon units left, but it's down to Lyndon, really, to try and win this game. And the Elves can still win this game. The balance power would suggest otherwise. They've got a small army. That's probably why it says that. But the Elves, like, morale is pretty damn nasty. But so is the Dwarves. So, who knows? It's a battle of the wills. They're going to need to kill a general soon. Philathrum spears here, holding the line. Basically charging at a solid line of dwarves here. And actually,
ammunition has almost
there you go, Eredluin Royal Spears. Where is the general?
We concentrate on just one target.
So there you go. Ammo is running low, I think, for the dwarves now as well. So they are nearly out. Where is Azagale? Is he in here somewhere? Oh yeah, he is in here. He's an axe unit. Broad Beams Guard. He's in here. Battling away, I think, against Gil-galad. Yeah, so appropriate. Two generals fighting each other. He's like, damn you, Gil-galad, I'll get revenge for you just focusing down my kin. But I mean, Gil-galad, unless he loses a general, he's losing decisively. We'll probably fight to the last man. I don't know. He's wavering. They're going to get some rear charges off here with engineers now into the back of these Galadrim sworn in. It won't mean a lot. Well, they get out an axe, which I guess is something, but it's just like to damage morale, get some rear charges. It does a lot. It does more than you think. It doesn't have to be like, doesn't matter what unit it is, as long as you get a rear charge with a unit, morale will take a big plummet. Oh, I guess it could depend on what unit. If it was like a shock infantry unit, you get more kills on the charge, but this crossbow unit will do just fine. They're losing decisively now because of that charge as well. The Elves, yeah, holding back masses of dwarves in certain areas. They really need to get these Swan Lancers in against something. I just feel like Cav is just not as strong as it is in other Total Wars. Well, I mean, we'll have a look at the end, how many kills they've got, but I have a feeling we're going to be very surprised how few kills they've got, maybe. I say that as they charge in again against Khazad-dûm crossbows. This is probably better for them, is the unit running away, because they cut down probably a lot more doing that. Yeah, again, another Swan Lancer doing a pretty decent job there. We've got Amroth going in. What's he going in for? The Tunnel Guard. I mean, he mows down the whole unit, but then a lot of them just give back up, so I don't know. Maybe early game, not a good idea to use Cav, because they're all really healthy, the infantry units, but maybe late game, when like all these units are battered and bruised, the Cav could maybe do some pretty good impact charges. I mean, they've just charged into a big clump of dwarves down here. A lot of those were Khazad-dûm great shields as well, so they need to be very careful about that. Seems like Eredluin, though he did initiate this fight, and he looks like he's going to win his fight against Lyndon, is only coming out with like 4 units. And there's still a healthy... Oh no, I thought for a moment this was Linden. This is Castle Doom here. Now Linden is... I think Linden might be dead actually. It might just be Edelond. Yeah, Gilgalad's gone, so it is now just Edelond. There is 1 or 2 Linden units over here, but all hope is coming down to the men of Dol Amroth, or the elves of Dol Amroth, really, as they are at this moment in time. Wow. The future Dol Amroth. But it looks like the elves are gonna have not gonna have enough in the tank to do it. I mean, look at this. They're just surrounding. I don't know if these crossbows even have ammo. Oh, they do. Oh, they do. They're just gutting down stuff. I mean, they are probably shooting a lot of their own kin. But they probably don't care. Yeah, there's not even a clear shot against the elves. Battle on, elves. We can fight for an eternity if we can, if we must. I mean, to be honest, looking at these, like, these royal swordsmen, I don't even know how you find a chink in their armor. Maybe the arms, I guess, but they are, like, solid plate armor. And it looks like they are finally going to win. Oh, the Cavs, though, is still alive. They need to kill this Cav off somehow. I'm going to charge into Great Shields here. Yeah, the Great Shields, they didn't really give a damn about that. These Great Shields are like, yeah, we'll carry on this fight. I think they can form square or something like that. They can certainly do some sort of defensive formation, I think, which will, like, kill these Swan Lancers off. But maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different unit. But anyway, the Swan Lancers run away again. Linden over here is still alive. Gil-galad is actually still alive. Oh my gosh, he's one man. Is it actually Gil-galad as well? I don't think it is.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember the stay.
Yeah, it's not. I think they've also just chain routed. Yeah, the Cav is just chain routed at like 44 men. And I don't know how many Amroth had left, but they've just chain routed. Wow. Oh no, they haven't quite. They've still got some over here. Okay, the Cav didn't chain route. But it is about to, I think. They just need to keep shooting it. Shoot it with whatever crossbows you've got. You'll do a lot of damage. But yeah, all the infantry's gone. Linden is gone as well. I don't know what's just left these Swan Lancers, which are all still alive. My gosh. These guys are hard to kill. Just die already.
Our army is tiring.
But it looks like the dwarves are going to win this one. I'm glad. I'm glad to see the dwarves going to win this one. I think the last alliance battle we did with the dwarves versus elves, dwarves lost. So you know what? It shows that you can definitely win with dwarves against elves. Though you have like no cav and like your range, your outrange, you get into melee with them, you're gonna mess up these elves. Maybe they shouldn't have brought so many spears to a sword fight. I don't know. Hard to say. It's kind of hard to say, but I mean, their sword infantry is kind of like they're limited sometimes in like how many they can bring. Oh, a decent charge, but again, they're charging in the spears. Like, this isn't going to achieve much. That one was better because you charged into axes and swords over there, but again, I don't know if you're really going to like get a lot of kills. And I think that is the Cav gone. Yeah, that's shattered. It's now just going to be this general here, Amroth. He just refuses to die. What a madman. What's he going in for? Oh, he's going to try and kill off Ered Luin. What a poor fight. Like, well, poor player for the Ered Luin. I mean, they just like got focused down on their way forward. I thought, honestly, they were going to die to the arrows of Linden. I didn't think they were even going to really get much of a force to the front line. But they managed to do it. These shield bearers and like royal swordsmen, they did their job, man. They've done a great job. And once again, to melee, they're just so good. They were very, very good. My gosh, Amroth really won't die. It's like the Black Knight in Monty Python. You like keep chopping off his limbs and just refuses to give in. It's like Amroth here. He's just like, I will keep charging you while I have horsemen. The thing is, he might actually fight to the last man as well. A bit like Gil-galad. Surely not, though. I mean, army losses must be affecting him, but he's melee. He's fresh, concerned by army losses. Yeah, he is pretty like close to breaking, I think. Then, but we could be here another 5 minutes. I don't think we will be. I'm just going to keep it fast forward. Amarok here. He's down to 29 men now. My gosh. Just break Amarok. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you haven't got the Last Alliance mod, and you'd like to get it, by the way, while we're waiting for Amarok here to die, then feel free to check out the mod. The link is in the description of this video, as it always is. And yeah, massive thanks to the dev as well for sending in this replay. Sarah, who does an amazing job on this mod, really does. I mean, the amount of work that goes into it. I mean, like shield animations, the models, the campaign, which is amazing. Just yeah, a work of art. This mod's becoming. It really is. I mean, who thought, like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, you'd have like oh, in Shogun 2 we'll have Lord of the Rings, we'll have orcs, we'll have elves, dwarves, and it'll be like and it'll well balanced as well. I mean, orcs are maybe getting a little buff in like the next update, but apart from that, everyone else seems like they can take on each other in some way or another. But there you go, a costly victory for the dwarves. We'll end the battle and have a quick look at the end results. Really was a fun one. And there you go, you got the Northmen, the new faction. The badass double hand axe unit. And certainly, like every faction in this mod as well, like they're all lacking something. Most are lacking cav, bar maybe the Northmen and the Elves, and Harad. But bar those three, like sort of like culture groups, everyone else is kind of lacking in cav. So, and most have really good, strong infantry, compared to the Northmen, who don't really own. I'd say they're probably the weakest when it comes to infantry. But there you go. Well, have a quick look at these end results. So this was sent in by Sarah, who was playing as Khazad-dûm, I believe. And then we have Alumni, who's fighting as Ered Luin. Then we have Eleanor Anish and Prince Marshal Gawor the Grim playing as the two Elven factions. So we'll have a quick look at the unit stats. I mean, looking at kills, Sarah getting 247 kills with these Khazad-dûm warriors. Engineers getting 230. I thought those crossbows might do pretty well. During the 4th, getting 224 kills. Very nice. Engineers, yeah, up here in like the top 5, like multiple times here. So yeah, like 3 times. So they dominated that game. They really did. Khazad-dûm heavy crossbows as well. Also doing well. So yeah, the Dwarven crossbows really coming in clutch in this game. Down here we have Amarok getting 229 kills. So actually these cav units did do pretty well, but after that is a dramatic drop off. 156 and 137 with the Swan Lancers, which is worrying that the cav actually was doing the most damage, and I still felt like it wasn't doing that much. The Galadrim shock troops getting 132, Old Realm archers 122, but yeah, really rough game actually for Edelond. Then we've got Ered Luin here, Azagal getting 248 kills, 175 with his shield bearers, Rangers getting 163, and then another shield bearer getting 153. Yeah, bit of a rough game, to be honest, as well for Ered Luin, like I said. But once he got into a fight, he did pretty well. I mean, but a lot of his royal swords and stuff getting in like the 80s, so they got focused down. Then we have Linden with the blacksmiths of Aragon getting 306 kills. These Noldor archers 285. Another Aragon blacksmith unit getting 267 kills, 233 with the archers, 169 with archers. Again, lancers down here actually getting 135, 104. So they did even worse than these cav. So maybe you've been better off bringing more archers or more infantry, because it's not like he needs to worry about opposing cav. So he could have just brought more. Archers, I feel like that would have just been able to blitz through these dwarves, because they really did do a lot of damage. And archers are picking 200 plus kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's Last Alliance battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.